Coming up next, David Diego Rodríguez.
All right, how's everybody doing? All right, me too. Yeah, so Halloween, I'm glad it's over. This year, I was in charge of trick-or-treaters. My wife went to work, I was home for the trick-or-treaters, and my wife left me a box of granola bars for the trick-or-treaters. Yeah, it was interesting. So the first kids come over, trick-or-treat, I give them granola bars, and they were really disappointed, you know. They're walking away, granola bars, and they tell all the kids, don't go to that house. They're giving away granola bars. And so the doorbell didn't ring for a while, and it was kind of nice, you know. And then I thought, what can I do to make it stop ringing the rest of the day? So I put the box of granola bars on the porch with a sign that said, take one. Nobody came. Oh no, somebody did come. The first kids came and they put back the granola bars. So that was my wife's idea. And then she comes back home and says, where's the kids didn't come? Oh, they came, you know. And they left. This was like the haunted house on the block, you know. So yeah, anyway, so I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and now I live in the northwest suburbs, and I'm not adjusting very well, you know. It's like nobody speaks Spanish in the suburbs, you know. When I lived on the south side, you could go a whole day without speaking English, you know. That's kind of nice, but you know, yeah. So, but you know, so like I teach Spanish. That's my job now. So I use my skills, you know. So, and I like teaching Spanish. But when I was a new teacher, the students used to mess with me, you know. So you know, they would ask me things like, "How do you say?" I'm like, "No. ¿Cómo se dice?" Okay, ¿cómo se dice burrito en español? It's like, it's already in Spanish. But a lot of the students, they want to take Spanish because they think it's the easiest language to learn. They think all you have to do is add O to any English word and you have Spanish. I asked Robert, what can you say in Spanish? And he's like, Mayo Nemo is Roberto. Well, actually, Roberto is in Spanish, so you're not that far off. And one of the other things too is, you know, they would ask me, how do you say jazz hands? I'm like, that's weird. But I'd be like, manos de flamenco, you know. You know. But my favorite one was, how do you say bootylicious? And you know, it's not in the dictionary, but so I did my best. I'm like, bootylicious. It worked. So, but you know, I wanted to get in touch with my roots, so I went to Spain, but my luggage went to Mexico, you know. And I'm like, thank you, Aer Lingus, you know. And I could just picture the baggage handler in Dublin, Ireland, Spain, Mexico, what's the difference, right? So I get to Spain and I had to buy all new clothes, but I really like Spain because all the signs were in Spanish, everybody spoke Spanish. I felt like I was back home in Chicago, you know. Yeah, it was kind of nice. And then people were asking me, where did you learn Spanish? And I said, Chicago, you know. So yeah, and so my time's running out, but I remember when I first started out in comedy, they would tell me, always leave them wanting more, you know? And so my whole act was like that, you know? So, thank you and good night.
Give it up for David Diego Rodríguez, everybody.